Well, hey guys, I gotta apologize for not putting a video out in a while, but you know how it goes. First your money, then your clothes. Well, excuse me. It's me, 1-1 Awake and Aware, from Spiritual Awakenings, and that's spiritualawakenings.biz. And I got you guys zoomed in. I know I usually take you someplace wonderful out in nature, but it's a little chilly today and snowy, so up here in the mountains of Colorado. So we're going to do it inside. This is my little, I've added some few pieces, but it's my little Zen place, man. It's my Zen, my frequency center, I call it. So I thought I'd share that with you guys, see how we can go through this chilling. Well, let's get to the point of this video. And hey, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button and click that little bell. Click it so you'll be notified of my future videos. And it helps everybody out. Okay. So, I feel that not enough people, even us awakened ones, know what the fuck is going on in this world. Excuse my language. It's crazy, right? You just can't say it's not. From the shipping to the back to the jabberdoos, things go in your arm. I almost said that word. You can't say that word, you get kicked right off YouTube. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I really have to watch what I say. Okay. The deal is there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. A lot of people don't have the time to do their own research and to search. Do your research on your news. Why would you believe anything that come out of the TV that's just one person's view? You know, because if you switch the channel, you're going to get the other person's view. And that's it. One person hates the other one. I mean, it's ridiculous how they've separated us in this Democrat-Republican crap. But anyway, so there's lots you're not going to see on mainstream media. Fox News is, I don't know how I feel about them. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself, guys. I'm super intuitive. I'm super psychic. I'm actually been practicing a little bit on remote viewing and doing pretty good. And all that stuff. And so I see things, you know, I see through the veil, if you will. You want to talk that 5D, 3D stuff, the 3-dimension, 5th dimension. I live in the 6th, 7th, 8th dimension. I live so far above all this stuff that it's crazy, and I can see right through it. It's like the veil has been lifted for me. It's part of one of my gifts, you know, and I do have the time to do the research, okay? I'm semi-retired, getting a little business going up here, maybe getting a podcast going, a YouTube channel, you know. So if you guys like this content I'm going to share, I want you to please let me know in the comments and stuff below. Because, hey, I'd really like to share it with you guys daily or a couple times a week or something like that, you know, where you guys can get some good information. Okay, so as we all know, all you hear in the mainstream media, even if you watch it, because, you know, I haven't watched it for years. My best friend watches it just to see what lies they're spreading. And then he tells me, and, you know, we can kind of go from there. But, you know, all you hear is, you know, jab mandates and this, that, and the other, and blasey, you're going to lose your job if you don't get vaccinated, no religious or medical exemptions, which is communism, okay? They can't, just so you guys know, they cannot make you ever get a jab. They can fire you, okay? But they're going to be sorry they did in the long run. I just want you all to know that. So if you're in that time frame to where you still haven't got it yet and you don't want to get it, because you know what's in it, and you know, and you instinctively know you do not want that in your body. I mean, it's still an experimental drug. That means you're an experiment. None of it's FDA approved. If you hear anything's FDA approved, it's for a different country. It's not even for the United States. Do your research. They'll say it's been FDA approved, okay? But it's not FDA approved for use in the United States, except for experimental. And it never will be. The FDA is never going to put their name on something that's detrimental to humanity. I'll put it like that. And here's another thing real quick before I get into this stuff. I got this. My friends in the UK that I'm in contact with, check this out. So if you're traveling or you're in a situation where you have to have a jab card, this, that, and the other, this is fully vetted. Okay, when you join this is $6. Okay, guys, $6. So very affordable, and that's the cost of the card and the shipping. Excuse me. And you're part of a control group. Okay, see, it even has a barcode. So being part of a control group, you can never ever be vaccinated because we're part of a scientific experiment. Okay, on the real side, and you cannot ever be discriminated against, and you can never be jabbed. Okay, this is worth its weight in gold. Okay, and the website is right there. Okay, there it is. Get on there, put a little information in, bing, bam, boom, a week later you got a card. And you can get one for your whole family for the same price. And they have some certificates and stuff on there too where you can just print it off and claim exemption for whatever reason. Be it medical, be it religious, what have you. Okay, pretty cool, huh? All right. Well, let me get into a little bit of this. All right. So all you hear is just doom and gloom and yada, yada, yada. And, it's just terrible. Let me give everybody a little information on this whole shipping thing real quick. You wonder what the frick is going on with 500 container ships sitting out in the, offshore waiting to unload. What's the problem? They want to say truck drivers. There's not a shortage on truck drivers, people. Okay? I've checked into it and done my research, and, there's trucks sitting there waiting for a load, begging for a load that they can't get because there's no load to get because they're not unloading the ships because they can't, because the ships are from China and we can no longer trade with China. Before Trump left office, he signed an executive order stating any country that is caught interfering with our election in any way, shape, way, or form, interfering with the elections of the United States, they can no longer trade with the U.S., which is, a big deal. People want to trade with us. That's why that's taking place. No other reason whatsoever. Just check around a little bit. That information is pretty readable. It's not real hard to find if you want to do your research on that. And I want to tell everybody real quick, too, hey, listen, I don't ever want you to believe me, okay? If something doesn't resonate with you, either do your own research and prove it wrong, or it just doesn't resonate with you, okay? I will never say anything or speak anything unless I have a source to back it up with. That is what reporting the news is all about. They've just seemed to have forgotten that. These people are talk show hosts now. They're not news reporters. They're not journalists by any means. It's the number one rule in journalism that you do not print or make a story without a source to prove it. I mean, why would you? If you don't, it's a lie. If you don't, it's just you understand? So, and a good way to research stuff, guys, if you have any, is get 3 sources, okay? And remember, don't trust Google all the time. There's another search engine called DuckDuckGo that's completely private that you'll get a whole new world of search results, okay? And then there's one called Yahoo and MSN and yada, 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 okay? Get around. Get 3 sources of information. And make sure they're all alternative. Don't trust mainstream media. And look at those 3 pieces of information and base your opinion on that. Okay, because your intuition is going to tell you what to do. Your intuition is going to tell you what's right, 100%. You know, just trust your intuition, guys. But back to the point, there's so much going on behind the scenes. We have the election fraud. I think it's pretty much public knowledge that the election was stolen. They cheated. Okay, 100% in every single state. Why the audit reports haven't come out yet, I don't know. The good guys are waiting for something. And, yes, there is a good guys and a bad guys side. We have the military behind us, the good people. People forget to realize the military's main goal is not to go over and take over other countries and steal their natural resources and rape them for their drugs and this, that, and the other. No, it's not that. It's to protect every single citizen, every man, woman, and child in the United States of America, and to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Okay, our enemies don't have to be foreign, and they're not. Most of our enemies are right here. They're sitting in that cesspool called Washington, D.C. But again, you have that, okay? I'm sure it's getting to be out there pretty much public that there was, at least people are open that there was definitely some interference, okay? So we have that. We have all the human sex and child trafficking that goes on, the whole Epstein thing and all that. They're taking down major child trafficking rings every day, but you never hear about that. You know what I mean? That's terrible. That's good news. We should always hear about that. And it's ongoing every day, guys. So it was bad, and it is bad, okay? And then another thing, we have all this jab mandate going on, okay? And the mask mandates, and this, that, and the other mandates, okay? A mandate is not a law. Congress never met, okay, and introduced a law, okay, to the Senate. The Senate votes on it, and the president signs it, and then it's a law. That's never happened with anything. These are not laws, okay? Many attorney generals. Today I checked, and so far 26 attorney generals have filed lawsuits in the Supreme Court against the federal government and Mr. We'll call him Sleepy J, against his administration for these mandates. Okay, 24. That is half of the states have filed federal lawsuits against the federal government for these mandates, saying they're unconstitutional, which they are. Okay? Let me just read you a couple of these stories. And, it's always bad, and I thought I would give you guys some good. And if you guys like this stuff, let me know in the comments, and I'll get a show rolling, guys, and we'll do this stuff, and we'll search all. I got information all day from our spiritual news. I'm going to throw that in there, to our space weather news and what our sun's doing in our universe, to the real news, not the fake news. And I thought was even going to compare. I have Joel take bullet points and stuff and notes from the mainstream, and I'll do mine on the real stream, we'll call it, and we'll compare them, and we'll prove it outright together as lies, okay? And how bad the propaganda is. I think that would be kind of eye-opening. I don't really see anybody doing that right now. There's alternative news all over the place reporting on the news, and then there's the mainstream media spreading lies. There's really nobody comparing the two to just show people, maybe wake the rest of these people up, But like here in Colorado, in Mesa County, this is stuff you'll never hear, The Colorado 22 election results saved by the county clerk, Tina Peters. See, she knew something was up, and she's probably awake a little bit, or all the way, whatever. Okay, well, she saved these results. Okay. And the accurate final note for Mesa County cannot be determined based on the review. Okay? Meaning, the 2020 election results saved by County Clerk Tina Peters have been reviewed. The accurate final vote for Mesa County cannot be determined based on this review. What? What? If you can't determine the outcome of the vote, the final accurate final vote for an entire county after a review, there's something wrong. Right? I mean, hello? Okay. Persons unknown altered data from the election, and at least 5,500 ballots were processed differently than the other ballots in the county, making them ineligible. For some unknown reason, new and what is this? Excuse me, guys. Cut me some slack here. I'm getting new too, and I'm still kind of a little nervous. I don't know why, but hey, we'll get it down. All right. So, the 5,500 ballots were not included in this activity. In the new databases, adjudicated cases decreased in half from nearly 10% to 5%. There was no explanation from the county for the significant increase. There was no way of confirming that the new database included the exact same results as the original database. My God, guys. Whew. Log files were purged almost daily, which is illegal. See, she saved them, and these people were purging them every day. If she hadn't saved them, there'd be no proof that they cheated. This is just one county in the United States. There is evidence that the election machines can connect to the server, and evidence SQL was accessible to make material changes in the data in the files. Can you even believe that? That they have a machine that's taking and tallying votes that someone can access remotely. Anyone. Especially, you can't do that. Period. That's like putting a vote in the mail. Crazy. Okay, but there's plenty of evidence now that this county had a fraudulent election. Okay? And then let's see. Wisconsin State Representative Timmy Rantham released a statement calling for the decertification of Wisconsin's 10 electoral ballots regarding the 2020 general election. Senator Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu announced that the state Senate is launching its own investigation into the 2020 election. Senator Howard Markland said his joint audit committee will hold hearings and lead the investigation. One of my best friends in the whole world lives in Wisconsin. Hey, Michelle. Yeah. So, there you go. Let me repeat that. State Representative Timothy Rantham released a statement calling for the decertification of Wisconsin's 10 electoral ballots regarding the 2020 general election. That's big, guys. Okay? But you won't hear that out there, which is another step away. Okay. Michigan voters confront Macomb County Clerk Anthony Ferloni over 2020 election results and demand a forensic audit. Florida Governor DeSantis, I believe he's a good guy. Florida seems to be on the upside of this low vibrational crap going on. I would say that they're going to be on the front lines for a lot of, they refused the mandates and all that from the very beginning. So, and the masks and the whole 9 yards. So, and my God, protecting the children. I mean, wow. Why? Look here. If anybody has a doubt about this vaccine, why in the heck would they give it to a child? It's just a cold. That should tell people something, right? Okay. Some more good news. Let's see. The Racine County Sheriff Office, Wisconsin again, Michelle, issued a press release announcing it had forwarded to the County District Attorney recommended charges for election fraud against 5 members of the Wisconsin Election Commission, including 2 felony counts. Let me read that again, guys. The Racine County Sheriff's Office, Racine, Wisconsin, issued a press release today announcing it had forwarded to the county district attorney recommended charges for election fraud against 5 members of the Wisconsin Election Commission with 2 felony counts. That's big, guys. Okay? And again, if you want to do your own research, which I recommend you do, I would go to Racine County Sheriff's Office website, .gov, okay? .gov, I'm sure. And check it out. You know, or the Racine County newspaper, and, you know, you'll find stuff like this there, but you won't find it where people need to hear it. All right, let's see what else is going on. Hey, I can't believe I even mentioned it.